Hello, we're Team 8, and today we're looking at adaptive learning opportunities for Southeast Asia for the CSIRO. I'm Alira Hudson-Gophers, and with me I have Abhishek Verma, Elliot Cousins, and Travis Wood. We're going to look at our proposal in brief, how we got to this point, explain the market opportunities, look at our proposal in more detail, and provide recommendations and next steps. In brief, our proposal is an adaptive learning platform for adult STEM re-education and upskilling. Content is originated with various authors and uploaded to the Smart Sparrow platform. Training modules are then created from this material. The output is to either a company platform, where employees have individual access, to a company facilitator who runs classroom programs, or to individual consumers who are interested in the same type of content. To arrive at this opportunity, we first looked at all of the countries within Southeast Asia, looked at teaching methods, GDP, population, and the current education system. We also looked at where students who study in Australia are coming from and reduced the country scope to the 16 in the funnel. From this, we identified 3 strong market opportunities: pre-primary education in Malaysia and Vietnam, and the re-education of adults in Singapore. This last market was chosen due to CSIRO's relationships with existing content providers and also the ability to more easily access the adult market. Southeast Asia is an economic powerhouse with over 600 million people and a large world market, and also a reasonable percent of global GDP. This market is, however, uneven, with 6 countries representing 95% of the region's GDP, and Singapore coming in with one of the lower populations but the higher GDP per capita.
Despite its relatively small population to other Southeast Asian nations, the market opportunity for re-employment in Singapore is actually quite significant, with revenue tipped to hit $475 million for private sector education in the year 2020. There are 5 unique factors driving this growth. Firstly, an ageing workforce with an increased participation rate beyond the age of retirement. Government policy under the Retirement and Re-employment Act, mandating employers to offer re-employment up to 3 years to employees who reach retirement age. This will increase to 5 years in the year 2017. Flattening productivity levels across the entire workforce driven by the ageing population. A shifting economy towards more service-based skills sectors, and an under-serviced market for re-education providers, presenting an opportunity for a new entrant.
Many technology partners that we considered in our solution, and we looked at generally the ones that were available across the board. What we were looking for is really something that could provide an adaptive learning platform, and it could scale up to the other areas of study like postgraduate, undergraduate, and also primary and secondary school. And we've narrowed it down to Smart Sparrow.
The existing online STEM education providers focus heavily on the K-12 market, leaving a gap in the marketplace for mature age content. CSIRO's key strength is it is recognised globally as a leader in innovation and research, but this brand recognition is not as high in Southeast Asia as it is in other parts of the world, especially Australia. To counter this, it could partner with A-Star, its Singaporean equivalent for brand recognition and validation, and look to partner with the Singaporean universities to gain access to their alumni. It's worth noting that Marshall Cavendish is currently piloting an adaptive learning program in secondary schools for STEM education, and that the literacy in older workers within Singapore for English is not as high as younger people, but as the workforce ages, this will improve.
We are recommending a 4-tiered entry model approach. With the first one, a short-term focus of 3 months, a B2B model focusing on an ICT company to provide the mature age training platform. The second one is more around a year model, again B2B focus with other sectors considered. And the third one is around 2 years with increase in areas of study, so extending it to primary, secondary, and tertiary schools. And the last one is extending it out to roll out to other Southeast Asian countries. To give you an example, in this diagram we've provided Data61 at CSIRO and James Cook University on the left-hand side, authoring contents within the Smart Sparrow platform, and on the right-hand side we've got the aged worker being provided training based upon the adaptive platform learning skills.
Should you be interested in pursuing our proposal, we have the following recommendations and next steps. First, a suitable industry and company needs to be identified within Singapore for a first offering. We have identified ICT, however, it is possible that there is a different industry which would be more appropriate for a first opportunity. Identify suitable content for this type of company, and also identify individuals who might be interested in the same content. Consider where content will be generated and organise these partnerships. Determine what the delivery will cost and identify what people are willing to pay for this service. Thank you for listening.